meteorologist Hannah Evans. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And the word of the day, ice, right?
Yes, so we are going to be seeing another round of wintry mix this afternoon, and our big story is freezing rain, so that could cause ice accumulations and very hard travel later.
Definitely stay tuned to this all morning and all afternoon.
Yes, we are still tracking it, but it looks like travel is going to be very tricky. So right now we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for today. We are going to be seeing snow start out first, but then it turns into widespread freezing rain pretty quickly as warm air comes in. We are looking at up to a quarter of an inch of ice accumulation possible. That's kind of a lot, and that could cause for a very hazardous travel for the lunchtime commute and for the evening commute as well. So definitely be very careful or avoid the roads altogether during this event. And because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for all of central New York until 7 a.m. tomorrow due to tricky travel, icy roads, possibly some tree damage from the ice, and the same thing goes for the power outages. The lines could become a little bit icy. Starting out this morning, we are all below freezing, so black ice is even possible this morning since we did see wet roads last night and we fell below freezing. 29 degrees in Westmoreland, Little Falls, and in Earlville. So today we are seeing black ice possible this morning. We do remain dry up until I would say around noon, 12:30. That's when we start to see the wintry mix comes in. Icy roads and very hard travel is possible for the rest of the afternoon and evening. We do dry out for a little bit tonight, but then snow picks up on the back end tomorrow. And we're still tracking a week of active weather even into the weekend and next week. So for today, expect cloudy skies to start, starting off with a little bit of snow, then quickly turning into freezing rain. I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica police need your help as they look.
Welcome back. I know we haven't really been seeing a lot of winter weather recently, but if you haven't got your car ready for the winter, I would definitely get that ready today. Definitely have the snow tires, a spare tire, ice scrapers, snow brush, anything else you may need because winter weather returns today, and it does look like we are going to be seeing a couple days where we could be seeing some snow, especially this weekend and even into next week. But for today, we are going to start out with some light snow this afternoon. That turns into freezing rain pretty quickly as warm air comes in, and that continues this afternoon and evening. That could cause very, very icy conditions on the roads, almost near impossible travel. Snow showers also move in tomorrow, so any roads that do go untreated today, we'll be seeing snow on top of them tomorrow, so that could also be a little bit of a problem. The National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory in effect for all of central New York. Due to very icy roads, tree damage is possible with ice on it. Same thing with power outages, ice on top of power lines, and very hard travel. We do see snow tomorrow, and then we dry out on Saturday with cloudy skies. As for Sunday, that's our next chance to see snow. It looks like at this point a possible nor'easter comes in Sunday night into Monday morning, so we will keep you updated on that. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Electrifying your home was the top.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with dry conditions this morning, but we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to ice accumulation this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera. Cloudy skies to start. All of us are below freezing as well, so we did see wet roads from yesterday, and that froze over last night, some of the roads. So just be careful for patchy black ice to start this morning, but otherwise everything should be fine and dry. We have decided to issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for today. We see a wintry mix coming in this afternoon, but that quickly turns over to freezing rain as warm air comes in. Up to a quarter of an inch of ice is possible, especially in the Mohawk Valley. Icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute also possible. Could be very hazardous travel, so definitely either avoid travel altogether or take it very slow on the roadways because it is going to be pretty impacted today. I would say freezing rain is kind of the worst to travel in. So this morning, dry conditions. Just watch out for patchy black ice from wet roadways yesterday. And this afternoon and evening, we will start to see that freezing rain moving in. Overnight, we will be seeing the rain turning into some snow showers, and snow will continue tomorrow. Any roads that do go untreated overnight, seeing snow on top of that will also cause hazardous travel tomorrow. Here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions. The morning commute shouldn't really be a problem except for patchy black ice, so be careful of that. But I am going to zoom out to show you that this is the system that is moving in. It looks to quickly start out as some light snow showers, quickly turn over to freezing rain as warmer air comes in, and even just a few rain showers are possible as we head into the later evening hours. Ice accumulation looks to be mainly in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, as we can see here. Up to 1/4 of an inch is possible, so keep that in mind. That is a lot of ice. It could cause icy conditions as well as tree damage. It could fall on power lines, causing scattered power outages, so keep that in mind. I would say ice is the worst kind of winter weather because it does affect a lot of things in our daily life. So that is what's going to be occurring today, with some snow on the back end of this system tomorrow. Not a lot of snow is expected, a trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and south. A little bit more up north, we're saying 2 to 5 inches for that. So let's take a look at everything on the Skycast. Starting out dry with cloudy skies this morning. We are all below freezing, so patchy black ice is possible. We climb to just around freezing this afternoon, starting out as snow around noon to 12:30. It comes in from the southwest. Quickly changes over to freezing rain, as we can see here, and even just some rain showers on the back end, but definitely enough to turn things icy. We do dry out this evening from that, but then we see some snow moving in on the back end. So early tomorrow morning, seeing some snow showers. That looks to continue throughout the day as scattered snow showers with not a lot of accumulation, but enough to make roads slippery once again. So for today, expect dry conditions, then a wintry mix, then freezing rain. That turns into some rain showers tonight, and then we do see some snow coming in early tomorrow morning. Once again, today's a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to ice accumulation this afternoon and evening, causing for very tricky travel. We see snow form tomorrow, and then we dry out for Saturday, but we're closely tracking a nor'easter Sunday night into Monday, Gary.
Wow, what a few days ahead, huh?
Yes, so, the past couple weeks we've been warm, nothing really going on, and now it's like all coming at once.
Yeah, everybody says what a nice winter we've had so far, but it's going to change.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. The time now is 5:22 this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And be careful out there later this afternoon. Boy, it's going to get tricky.
Yes, so we are dry this morning. We see a wintry mix move back in. It quickly turns to freezing rain, which could cause ice accumulation, and that could cause for very hard travel the afternoon and evening.
Maybe even some power outages as well.
Yes, because the ice, when they fall on the power lines, that could cause some power outages. So let's take a look now as to why we issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day today. We are going to be seeing it start out as a little bit of snow, but as warm air comes in, quickly turns to widespread freezing rain, up to 1/4 of an inch possible in some places, and it looks like the most ice is going to fall in the Mohawk Valley. This could cause for icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute, and we even see some snow on the back end of the system tomorrow. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for all of central New York starting at 10 a.m. this morning until 7 a.m. tomorrow due to tricky travel, icy roads, tree damage is possible, along with power outages possible. But this morning, we actually are seeing some patchy black ice outside because we started out with wet roadways last night, fell below freezing, and now icy conditions are even possible this morning. We have 27 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Inlet, 28 degrees in Whitesboro. So just watch out for black ice this morning. It's not too bad outside, just some spots are a little bit icy, but we are going to be seeing icy roadways coming in this afternoon as we see freezing rain. That could cause for very tricky travel issues for afternoon and evening commute. We also are going to be seeing some snow on the back end tomorrow, and then even looking ahead to this weekend, next week, it looks like winter is back. We see a week of active weather, and we will keep you updated on that. So for today, expect dry conditions, then some snow, then freezing rain, and I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. The U.S. Army best
Welcome back. This morning we are starting below freezing, so patchy black ice is possible as we did see wet roadways last night. We have 27 degrees in Inlet and Richfield Springs and 28 degrees in Whitesboro. But today we will be seeing another round of wintry mix come in. So it starts out as a little bit of snow this afternoon around noon, and then we see it quickly change over to freezing rain as warm air moves in. We could be seeing ice up to 1/4 of an inch accumulation, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. This could cause for very hazardous conditions when driving. We could also be seeing tree damage due to this ice, and power outages are still possible because when the ice falls on the power lines, that could be a problem. So that's going to be the theme for this afternoon afternoon and evening, I would either avoid travel altogether or take it pretty slow. So here's a look at the travel impacts. I would say this morning is fine. Just watch out for black ice. We see freezing rain develop in the afternoon through the evening, and then we see this rain turn over to snow tomorrow, and we will be seeing snow throughout the day tomorrow. So any areas and roads that go untreated tonight may be a little bit slippery tomorrow with the snow on top of it. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Moderna says clinical trials for an
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with dry conditions this morning, but things are going to change this afternoon as we are tracking a wintry mix, and we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Dry conditions, cloudy skies. I would just be careful for black ice this morning because we did see wet roads last night and we did fall below freezing last night and this morning. So black ice is definitely possible on the roads, but shouldn't really be a problem commuting. Today, though, we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are going to be seeing a wintry mix come in first. That quickly changes over to widespread freezing rain with up to a quarter of an inch of ice possible, especially in the Mohawk Valley, and that is going to be very hazardous to drive on this afternoon and evening. So just be careful, I would say, the afternoon through the evening. Once again, we are going to be seeing freezing rain with accumulating ice. Overnight, we will dry out a little bit, but then we see snow showers come in for tomorrow. So anything that goes untreated tonight has snow on top of it tomorrow is going to be a little bit slippery as well. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Calm, quiet conditions here this morning, but we are going to be seeing this wintry mix coming in from the southwest, starting out with a little bit of snow, and then it will turn over to widespread freezing rain as warm air comes in. Even just a few rain showers are possible after the freezing rain, but overall, I think it's going to be pretty messy this afternoon and evening, especially if you are driving anywhere. I would either avoid the roads altogether or just take your time. Here's a look at some of the ice accumulations. We are looking up to a quarter of an inch, and that's going to be in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. A lot of the southern valleys don't look to see that much ice. Even up north, not that much ice. Our main focus is going to be the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica for the ice accumulation today. We are going to dry out tonight, but we see snow come in on the back end of the system tomorrow. Any roads that go untreated tonight with ice, going to be seeing snow on top of it tomorrow. That could be slippery as well. Just a trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and south, a little bit more up north. We're looking at 2 to 5 inches up there. So for today, starting out dry, black ice is possible this morning, but we will be seeing that wintry mix come in just around noon. It's coming in from the southwest. The pink is the freezing rain. So once warm air comes in, quickly changes over to freezing rain, and even just a few rain showers are possible as well. We do dry out for a little bit this evening and tonight, but snow quickly picks back up tomorrow. It starts as a wintry mix early in the morning and then turns over to all snow as scattered snow showers throughout the day. Once again, little accumulation in the Mohawk Valley and south with a little bit more up north. So for today, expect dry conditions with cloudy skies to start. We start out with some snow. That changes over to freezing rain and rain, but ice accumulation is going to be the main concern for today. And then we see some snow showers coming in early tomorrow morning for scattered snow showers for tomorrow. Once again, Storm Tracker 2 alert day has been issued today due to icy road conditions. Tree damage is possible and scattered power outages are possible as well. Scattered snow showers pick up tomorrow. We dry out on Saturday, and we are closely monitoring the chance of a nor'easter Sunday night and Monday, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. If you are just waking up, we have the day's top headlines you need to know before heading out the door. News Channel 2 at sunrise continues in just 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get ready for some wacky travel weather this afternoon.
Yes, so we are going to be seeing a wintry mix, but it's mainly going to be freezing rain, which could cause ice accumulation and very icy conditions on the road.
Well, let's hope for the best, though.
I know. So it's going to be this afternoon and evening, so definitely be careful when driving. I would avoid it altogether.
Yeah.
So let's take a look now as to why we issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day today. We are going to be seeing widespread freezing rain come in. After it starts out as snow, mainly changes over to freezing rain, up to a quarter of an inch of ice possible, and that's going to be in the Mohawk Valley. That's a lot of ice. That's going to cause for icy road conditions for the afternoon evening commute. Also could cause some scattered power outages and tree damage. So because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for all of central New York from 10 a.m. this morning until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Starting out this morning, though, we are dry, but there is patchy black ice because we saw wet roads yesterday, all below freezing this morning. 29 degrees in Deerfield and Clinton and 26 degrees in Old Forge. Looking to the south, we have 32 degrees in Morris, West Lawrence, and in Cooperstown. So once again, patchy black ice is possible this morning. But we are going to be seeing a mix come in this afternoon. Icy roads are going to be possible throughout the evening, and tonight it's going to be very hard to travel, so keep that in mind and definitely take it slow or avoid travel altogether. And even after today, we are going to be seeing some snow showers form tomorrow, and overall just a week of active weather coming in. It looks like winter's returning, even the possibility of some snow once again for Sunday, Monday, and into next week. So for today, expect cloudy skies to start. We start out as snow, then freezing rain comes in, and then we'll be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica police need your help.
Welcome back. If you haven't got your car ready already for winter weather, I know we haven't really been seeing a lot of it. I would definitely get it ready for today. The snow tire, spare, ice scraper, snow brush, anything like that, because we are going to start seeing winter weather today, and it is expected to remain active in terms of weather, even heading into this weekend and next week. So today we have a couple of things going on. We see wintry mix come in. It starts as snow, then turns to freezing rain as warm air comes in, and that's going to be this afternoon and evening, causing tricky travel for afternoon, evening, nighttime commute. We are going to be seeing snow showers also move in for tomorrow, so any snow on top of icy, untreated roads is going to be slippery as well. Because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory that's in effect for all of central New York due to very, very tricky travel because of the ice. Scattered power outages are possible also because of the ice falling on power lines. Same thing with tree damage for the ice falling on trees. So like that, anything like that is going to be occurring this afternoon and evening. We do dry out for Saturday, but then looking ahead to Sunday, that's our next chance of seeing snow. At this point, it looks like we could be seeing a nor'easter move through Sunday night into Monday. We will keep you updated on that. Gary.
Anna, thanks. Electrifying your home was the topic of a...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with dry conditions this morning, but things are going to change this afternoon. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Cloudy skies, dry conditions. Just watch out for patchy black ice this morning as roads were wet last night and we fell below freezing last night. So watch out for some patchy black ice, but overall commuting should be fine this morning, but this afternoon and evening probably going to be really tricky. We have issued an alert day due to a wintry mix coming in. It turns to widespread freezing rain pretty quickly as warm air comes in. Up to 1/4 inch of ice accumulation is possible, and this is especially in the Mohawk Valley. That's going to cause for very icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening, and very hazardous travel issues. So heading out the door this morning, everything should be fine. Dry conditions, black ice is possible, but just take it slow. For the afternoon and evening, though, that is where we are going to be seeing freezing rain with ice accumulation. That's going to be very tricky to drive in. I would be very careful or avoid travel altogether. Overnight, we will be seeing some rain showers turning into snow early tomorrow morning. And the areas that do go untreated tonight will have snow on top of them tomorrow, so that could also be slippery as well. Here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions this morning, but this is what is going to be coming in. It's coming in from the southwest. We will start out as some snow, then turn over to freezing rain, even some areas of just rain in there, but overall going to be kind of messy today and cause very tricky travel issues. Here's a look at the ice accumulation. Most of it stays east of Utica and in the Mohawk Valley. That's where the heaviest accumulation looks to be, and we could reach up to 1/4 inch of ice accumulation, which is going to be very dangerous to drive in on the roads. Even after this whole event, we will be seeing some snow pick up tomorrow. This starts early tomorrow morning throughout the day, just a trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and south, and a little bit more up north, 2 to 5 inches can be expected there. Let's take a look at everything on the SkyCast. Starting out dry, cloudy skies this morning, black ice is possible. Around noon, maybe a little bit after, we start to see some snow move in. That quickly changes over to freezing rain, that pink, and that is concentrated east of Utica and in the Mohawk Valley. Then we just see a few rain showers as more warm air comes in. And we do dry out for a little bit before another wintry mix forms tomorrow morning. That turns into all snow for most of the day tomorrow. We will be seeing scattered snow showers, little accumulation, but overall enough to cause the roads to be slippery since we did see freezing rain the day before. So for today, expect dry conditions this morning. Then we see snow come in first. That quickly changes over to freezing rain. A few rain showers also possible to be mixed in there. Then we see snow coming in early tomorrow morning. Today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day, once again due to very icy road conditions in the afternoon and evening. That could cause for very hazardous travel. Scattered power outages are also possible along with tree damage. We see scattered snow showers pick up tomorrow, and we are closely tracking the possibility of a nor'easter Sunday night into Monday, Gary.
Boy, all those skiers and snowmobilers need that snow, though.
Yes, so I guess a lot of people are happy, but I feel like it's just hitting us all at once because we haven't been seeing it.
Yeah, we were due to get it, though.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. Be sure to like us on Facebook and joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And that rain on those, or that ice on those power lines later today could cause some problems.
Yes, so we are going to be seeing a wintry mix, but our main concern is going to be freezing rain because it could accumulate as ice on the roads, power lines, trees. So that's why we issued an alert day.
Be very careful driving later today.
Yes, I'm going to avoid it altogether. I'm going straight home after work.
Smart.
Yeah. So let's take a look now at our alert day explainer. We are going to be seeing some snow to start, just for a little bit. It is quickly going to turn into widespread freezing rain. Up to a quarter of inch of ice accumulation is possible, and that's going to be in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. Icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute could be a real problem, along with ice accumulating on power lines and on trees. Because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory. This goes into effect at 10 a.m. today and lasts until 7 a.m. tomorrow, just due to the hazardous conditions that we could be seeing. Starting out this morning, I would say watch out for patchy black ice. We did see rain yesterday. Roads were wet, and then we fell below freezing. So we have just 29 degrees in Deerfield and Clinton, 26 degrees in Old Forge, according to our sky watchers, and looking to the south, 33 degrees in Lawrence and 30 degrees in Evanston. So just be careful for any icy conditions this morning. We are going to be seeing another round of wintry mix moving in this afternoon. More freezing rain than last time, so icy roads could be a problem. Very hard, very hazardous travel conditions this afternoon and evening. And even looking ahead, the active weather looks to continue into next week. So for today, expect cloudy skies to start, then some snow comes in first, then freezing rain. And I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. The U.S. Army.
Welcome back. I would just be careful of black ice this morning. We are below freezing and saw wet roads yesterday. We have just 27 degrees in Lake Pleasant and 29 degrees in Little Falls, Westmoreland, and in Earlville this morning. We are going to be seeing unsettled weather once again today. A wintry mix comes in. It starts out as snow, but our main concern is going to be the freezing rain. We could be seeing up to a quarter of an inch of ice accumulation this afternoon, and that's especially in the Mohawk Valley. That could cause for very dangerous conditions when driving and very hazardous conditions altogether. So just be careful this morning for some black ice, but we are mostly dry. This afternoon and evening is when it's going to be a little bit tricky, though, with that freezing rain. Then the rain turns into snow early tomorrow morning, so any areas that do go untreated from the freezing rain will have snow on top of it, and that could cause slippery conditions as well. Gary.
Anna, thank you. Moderna says clinical trials for an RSV vaccine show that it is
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out dry this morning, but things are going to change this afternoon. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Let's take a look now at our only on-to camera. This is brought to you by Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel. We see cloudy skies to start, but some beautiful colors coming in the sky. We are going to be a little bit Well, we will be seeing a little bit of patchy black ice to start this morning. So just be careful when driving. And then we will be seeing a wintry mix coming in this afternoon. We have issued an alert day for this. Widespread freezing rain comes in after a little bit of snow. That is our main concern for this alert day. We could be seeing up to 1/4 of an inch of ice accumulation possible, and that's going to be especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. This could cause for really icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute, slippery conditions, scattered power outages, and even damage to trees. So that is why we did issue this alert day. So Nala and her neighbor Theodore this morning definitely want you to be a little bit careful. This morning should be fine. Just watch out for patchy black ice. Before the evening, I would honestly be very, very careful or avoid travel altogether because freezing rain causes the most problems on roadways. Theodore this morning looks like he's just chilling. He's going to be staying inside and staying dry for today. If you do want to be a part of this, you can head over to my Facebook page and post pictures of your cats over there. Once again, starting out dry this morning, this is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is what's going to be coming in from the southwest. It starts out as a little bit of snow, quickly changes over to freezing rain because we will be seeing warmer air come in. And then even just a few rain showers on the back end of that. But that freezing rain is going to cause some ice accumulation, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. We could be seeing up to 1/4 of an inch. That's very icy, and that is very, very hard to drive on. This ends tonight, but then we see some snowfall coming for early tomorrow morning and throughout the day tomorrow. A trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and south, and 2 to 5 inches up north. So not a lot of snow, but this is enough to cause slippery conditions on any untreated surface after today because we see ice and then snow on top of that. That could also be really slippery. So for today, expect the wintry mix to start around noon, maybe a little bit after. That pink is that freezing rain, so we see that is concentrated in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. A few rain showers are also possible, but this event looks to remain snow up north, freezing rain for the Mohawk Valley. We will be seeing a dry weather come in tonight, but then early tomorrow morning, seeing another wintry mix come in. That changes over to all scattered snow showers for the day. Once again, not a lot of accumulation, but still enough to cause slippery conditions, especially after freezing rain today. So watch out for some black ice this morning because roads were wet last night. We fell below freezing, but dry start. We will be seeing some snow come in around noon. Then freezing rain quickly takes over as warm air comes in. We will be seeing some rain showers overnight and then some snow coming in early tomorrow morning. Once again, today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to very hazardous road conditions due to ice accumulation. We see snow come in for tomorrow, and we are tracking active weather for next week. A nor'easter is actually possible Sunday night into Monday morning, Gary.
Yeah, we haven't heard that word in a while, nor'easter.
I know, so we were really quiet this winter so far, and now everything is hitting us at once.
It'll be a tumultuous few days ahead.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. Well, if you're just waking up...
Where the news comes first. This is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And weather, the story of the day.
Yes, so we are going to be seeing freezing rain coming in, and that could cause for very icy conditions.
Yeah, afternoon though, right?
Yes, so afternoon, I would say 12:30, 1 p.m. It looks to start, and then for the rest of the day, it's going to be very hard to travel.
Yeah, definitely be careful out there if you are on the roadways.
Yes, for sure. So let's take a look now. As our Tracker 2 alert day, we are going to be seeing widespread freezing rain today. It's going to start out as some snow, but then it will turn into freezing rain as warm air comes in. Up to 1/4 inch of ice is possible, especially in the Mohawk Valley. This is called icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute. Because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory from 10 a.m. this morning till 7 a.m. tomorrow. Because of this, we could also see power outages and tree damage. This morning, I would just be careful for black ice, but we are dry. We have 29 degrees in Deerfield and Clinton and 26 degrees in Old Forge from our Skywatchers. And looking to the south, we have 32 degrees in Cooperstown, Morris, and in West Lawrence. So just watch out for black ice this morning, but we are dry. The problem commuting is going to come in the afternoon and evening as we see freezing rain causing icy roads and very hard travel issues. And then even after today, we are going to continue to see active winter weather throughout next week. So for today, expect snow to come in first around noon. Then that will quickly change over to freezing rain and even some rain showers, but it will be icy. I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica Police.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out dry this morning, but a wintry mix looks to come in this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. It is overlooking the Mohawk Valley. We did see some beautiful colors from the sunrise, but then clouds quickly took over. I would just be careful for any areas of patchy black ice this morning because we saw rain yesterday and temperatures fell below freezing last night. Today, we are going to be seeing another round of wintry mix this afternoon. Widespread freezing rain is going to come in. Up to 1/4 of an inch of rain or ice accumulation, I should say, is possible, and that could cause really icy roadway conditions for this afternoon and this evening's commute. So heading out the door, everything should be fine. I would just watch out for any areas of black ice. This afternoon and evening is going to be very hazardous to drive in because when we see freezing rain, that causes ice accumulation and it's very hard to drive over ice. Overnight, rain turns into some snow showers. Any roads that do go untreated from the ice and have snow on top of it are going to be slippery as well. Here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are dry at this point. The radar is showing some light snow showers over. It looks like it's coming in at this point, but it is just showing upper air. This is up top. It's not really reaching the ground, I should say. And here's a look at our radar and satellite showing that this darker blue is where actually the snow is at this point. It is still kind of far away. It looks like it will reach us just around noon, maybe a little bit before, and the freezing rain looks to come in 12:30. 1 p.m. Ice accumulation looks to be the heaviest in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. Anything over even 0.1 inches of ice is going to be very hazardous to drive in. This will also affect power lines, causing scattered power outages and tree branches. So be very careful if you do have anywhere to go this afternoon and evening. This ends tonight, but then snow comes in on the back end. Just a trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and south tomorrow, and 2 to 5 inches for up north. Not a lot, but still enough to cause slippery conditions on top of any ice accumulation, and this is for the whole day tomorrow. On our Skycast, dry conditions now. As you can see, snow looks to come in, I would say, a little bit before noon. Then 12:30, 1 p.m., that's when the freezing rain comes in, and it looks to stay concentrated in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. We dry out for a little bit tonight, and then a wintry mix returns tomorrow morning. It turns into all snow pretty quickly, though, and we will see scattered snow showers for the day tomorrow. Little accumulation, but still enough to cause slippery conditions. So heading out the door this morning, be careful of patchy black ice. We start out as snow, then freezing rain comes in. A few rain showers continue overnight, and then we will be seeing snow come in early tomorrow morning. So today we have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to very icy conditions causing hazardous travel this afternoon and evening. Snow showers pick up tomorrow. We dry out on Saturday, and we are closely monitoring the possibility of seeing a nor'easter Sunday night into Monday.
For joining us. We will get to the Alec Baldwin news in just a minute, but first, very soon, things are expected to get very dicey and dangerous on the roadways. Let's head right over to the Weather Center where meteorologist Hannah Evans is tracking this weather system. Hannah, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Gary. At this point, we are seeing snow moving in, and it is mixing with freezing rain at this time in the Southern Valley. So let's just take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing snow starting to move into the Mohawk Valley, and in the Southern Valleys, this snow is mixing with that freezing rain, which is that pink color, so that could cause really slippery conditions on the roads. It is going to get just worse throughout the day as we continue to see the snow and the freezing rain fall, so the evening commute is going to be especially pretty tricky. That is why we did issue an alert day today. We could be seeing up to 1/4 of an inch of ice accumulation possible, and that could cause for really tricky travel this evening on the roads. So definitely be careful of that if you are going to be heading home from work or anywhere later this evening. So icy roads right now. It is going to be very hard to travel later in the day as this precipitation continues to fall. We are going to be seeing snow showers pick up tomorrow as well, which could cause even more slippery conditions as we see freezing rain today and then snow on top of it tomorrow. And even looking ahead to the weekend, next week, it just looks to remain active. The winter weather has returned. So for the rest of today, expect freezing rain mixing as well. And I will be talking a little bit more about this and getting a little bit into more detail coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. We are following that breaking news.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking cloudy skies at this point. Snow is moving in and it is mixing with freezing rain south to north. So we are keeping an eye out on that. And let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. We did see snow on this camera about an hour or two ago. It is now mixing in with some freezing rain. As you can see, the roads are wet. And as the freezing rain continues for the rest of the afternoon, the roads are just going to get a little bit more icy. So I would say the worst time to be driving is going to be later into this evening as we continue to see this fall. Here is a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This darker blue color is mostly snow, so we are seeing snow moving into the Mohawk Valley at this point, and it is mixing with freezing rain, this pink color south of the Mohawk Valley, and that will move to the north. This works well when temperatures are just around freezing, and it is coming from the south because the warm air is coming in. So the warm air is coming in aloft, and it is freezing below that warm air. So that is why it's kind of falling as freezing rain. And this is all from this low pressure system kind of creating a mess right to the east of us, and that is kind of bringing in us snow along with freezing rain for the rest of the day. And it doesn't end here. We do get a little bit of a break tonight, but then we see snow pick up tomorrow, and that is from this second low pressure system that is actually attached to this one that will bring in some snow showers tomorrow. Once again, this works well right around freezing. Most of our skywatchers have temperatures around freezing, 32 degrees in Clinton, Cassville, Otsego, and in Mohawk here this afternoon. Temperatures look to stay the same for the rest of the day. So Nala's a little upset. She doesn't like when the roads are icy. Neither does her neighbor Theodore today. He looks like he's just chilling. He'll chill inside for the rest of the day and stay out of the mess. But right now, it's not too bad. We are starting to see the freezing rain form from south to north. It will be down the southern valleys at this point. It's starting to come in. But for the evening, that's kind of when it's going to be a little bit icy on the road. So be very, very careful when driving or just avoid traveling altogether. Here's a look at the ice accumulation we are expected to get. It is anything over, I would say, 0.05 is kind of a lot. So at this point, roads are just going to be a little bit slippery, especially in the Mohawk Valley and in east of Utica. And then we will be seeing that snow pick back up tomorrow. Just a trace or two for the Mohawk Valley and south, a little bit more up north. But any of the snow falls on any roads that are untreated definitely could create some slippery spots on the roads. So for the rest of this afternoon, we will be seeing that snow mixing in with that freezing rain from south to north as temperatures hover just around freezing. This is ice. It is going to get pretty icy, I would say, in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. We see some lingering isolated rain showers tonight, and then another mix comes in early tomorrow morning. It starts out as a mix, then turns over to all scattered snow showers for the day. Once again, trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and a little bit more up north. Then we dry out for Saturday. So for today, we are seeing the snow moving in. It's moving to the north now. It's mixing with freezing rain as well. It's going to get a little bit breezy. And tonight, we dry out, and then snow mixed precipitation starts once again early tomorrow morning. So today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We just wanted to alert you on the roads. They could be icy at times, especially for the evening commute. It could be a little bit of a problem, so keep that in mind. We dry out for a little tonight. We see snow showers tomorrow, and that could also cause slippery conditions on the roads if it does fall over any areas that go untreated. We dry out for Saturday, and we are closely tracking the possibility of a nor'easter Sunday night into Monday, Gary.
Anna, and it's not just us. This severe winter weather is affecting millions across the country, from California to Nebraska to right here in the Northeast. A nasty snowstorm in the plains and Midwest is dropping feet of snow. Also, a tornado hits in the south. NBC's Maggie Vespa is in Green Bay, Wisconsin with more.
The snow started falling overnight here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. A lot of this is fresh, and you can see the plows have been trying to keep up. This street is newly plowed, and that's the case across much of the country. From Colorado to Iowa to Nebraska, the winter weather warnings are stacking up. And then farther east, in states where snow hasn't even begun to fall, officials are pleading with people to take this seriously and stay off the roads as this storm moves in, especially after getting a preview of its strength out west. In Colorado, we saw a 21-vehicle pileup on I-70 near Aurora after a semi-truck jackknifed on the icy interstate. 2 people injured in that pileup. Thankfully, their injuries were minor. Parts of Nebraska also getting 2 feet of snow. And then we also had a tornado down in Arkansas, an EF1 touching down. Thankfully, no injuries reported there, but the National Weather Service is still surveying the damage. Total 31 million Americans waking up to winter weather warnings this morning, 5 million of them at risk for severe storms, most at risk there in Ohio. Maggie Vespa, NBC News, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Moderna says clinical trial. Welcome back. I'm Gary Libator along with meteorologist Hannah Evans. Now, the weather definitely the top of the story today, and although we aren't seeing what they're seeing across the country, check this out.
Yeah.
We are in for an afternoon ahead.
Yes, so we did start out with snow, and then it's mixing in now with sleet and freezing rain, which freezing rain is the thing that we're concerned about because that could cause icy conditions.
Yeah, especially on the power lines as well.
Yeah, so power lines, tree branches, roads, everything could turn icy. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are seeing a mix of everything. We're seeing snow moving in from the south. That is mixing in with sleet and freezing rain as well. The freezing rain is that pink color, and our main concern is going to be ice accumulation. The roads could turn very icy with this mixed precipitation and this freezing rain moving in. And the longer it falls, the worse it's going to get. So it looks like it could be bad for the evening commute this afternoon. So widespread freezing rain today. That's why we issued an alert day. Up to 1/4 inch is possible of ice accumulation in some parts. And once again, freezing rain is the worst for driving. It causes icy conditions, especially for this evening's commute. So just be very, very careful traveling, be very hazardous, or avoid it altogether. We are going to be seeing snow showers pick up tomorrow as well. That could also cause slippery conditions on top of this. And overall, just a week of active winter weather has returned. We're even tracking some more snow for the weekend and even into next week. So for today, expect mixed precipitation. Freezing rain is possible along with sleet. It is going to remain right around freezing for today. And I will be talking a little bit more about this, getting into a little bit more detail coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. We have learned one of you.
Good afternoon, everybody. At this point, we are tracking snow moving in first, and then it is slowly mixing from the south with sleet and freezing rain. Let's take a look at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As you can see, the roads are a little bit wet, a little bit icy at this point. Just be very careful as this continues to fall throughout the day. It's going to cause icier conditions this evening, so I would say the evening commute is going to be very tricky travel. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. This dark blue is showing all snow, so we are seeing snow moving in first, but we are seeing mixing of sleet and freezing rain as well. Sleet is purple, freezing rain is pink, and that is moving in as warm air aloft starts to move in from the south. It's staying below freezing at our surface, but warmer air is coming in aloft, and that's kind of creating the freezing rain and the sleet that we are seeing mixing in with that snow. Here's our radar on satellite. This is all from this low pressure system just to the east of us, and that is also attached to another low pressure system that's to our west. So we are going to be seeing this today. We do dry out a little bit for tonight, and some snow from the west comes in on the back end. We will be seeing some snow showers for tomorrow. According to our sky watchers, all of us just around freezing. Once again, freezing rain, sleet usually comes in more right around freezing, and we have warmer air aloft. 32 degrees in Clinton, Cassville, Otsego, and in Mohawk, and that's according to our sky watchers. Overall, we are going to be seeing some ice accumulation, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. This is going to cause very slippery conditions, and the later it gets today, the more slippery it's going to get. So just be very careful driving this evening and make sure you take your time, or even better, don't go out at all, because I say freezing rain is probably the worst because that causes ice accumulation and that causes very slippery conditions. We will dry out a little bit tonight. We'll see a few isolated rain showers here and there. And then tomorrow morning, another round of mix comes in, and then it turns over to all snow. We do have our snowfall forecast, just a trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley and south, a little bit more up north, but any snow we get tomorrow, if it does fall in any areas that go untreated, that could definitely cause slippery conditions. So for the rest of today, we will continue to see this system move in from the south. It looks to start out as snow, then warm air aloft comes in, creating creating sleet and freezing rain, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. We'll be seeing a few isolated rain showers overnight, and then a mix comes in first early tomorrow morning. That turns over to all snow for the day tomorrow. Scattered snow showers can be expected, and once again a trace to 2 for the Mohawk Valley, a little bit more up north. We do dry out tomorrow night and remain dry for Saturday. So for the rest of today, expect a wintry mix. I would just say altogether, looking to turn into all sleet and freezing rain later on this evening. Be very careful when driving. And overnight, we see snow showers coming in early tomorrow, and we see scattered snow showers throughout the day tomorrow. We did decide to issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day today because of the ice. Any ice accumulation is going to be dangerous when driving, so just be very careful for the evening commute. Snow showers pick up tomorrow. We dry out on Saturday for a day, and then we are tracking the possibility of a nor'easter Sunday night into Monday.
Wow, it all hits us all at once.
I know, I don't like it at all. We are being spoiled with the warm weather, and now it's all coming back.
We knew it would be.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. The Photoshop.
Kristen Copeland.
I'm Jason Powell. Winter weather has been paused until now, and we're seeing it all today.
Yeah, snow, rain, ice. Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis is tracking what's to come. We are going to get you outside in a minute, but first, let's look at the radar.
Yeah, very icy out there, still seeing very slick conditions, and things are not going to change very much here as we head into this evening. We're looking at widespread freezing rain and rain across most of central New York. Temperatures are right around freezing. For the most part, the worst of this is coming to an end south and west of Utica. Madison County, Shenango County, Otsego County, temperatures are above freezing here. Road conditions are improving, but it is a different story in the Mohawk Valley and north of the Mohawk Valley, where temperatures are just holding on below freezing and ice continues to accumulate. So again, keep this in mind if you're traveling. Plan on dealing with very tricky travel north and east of Utica as we head into this evening with some ice accumulation. At Griffis and Rome, and this is also true for a lot of the lower elevations, again, south and west of Utica, temperatures are just above freezing. Current temperature is 33 degrees. Our weather headlines, again, continuing to deal with icy spots tonight. A very slow melt is expected overnight and into tomorrow. Temperatures climb above freezing, but we're tracking a burst of snow as we head into tomorrow morning's commute. This evening, again, icy spots, temperatures in the low 30s. Tracking some snow as we head into tomorrow. And we're also having a look at that weekend forecast that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A sheet of ice sent an SUV off the road and into a ditch off Route 5S. This is about a mile before the Frankfort exit in the eastbound lane. The driver lost control, went off the road, and that SUV landed upside down. The good news, we're told, no one was seriously hurt. But the conditions are improving outside on the roads, but not necessarily on your car physically.
Meteorologist Eric Gage is live outside to show us exactly what we mean.
Good evening, Kristen and Jason. I'm currently live outside here in the studio right now. The biggest concern with this, and in fact for the past 5 minutes or so, the rain has switched to sleet and then back to rain again, and this is a concern for Slick Services. Taking a look at our station vehicle right now, you can see the glossy conditions right now. There's a thin layer of ice on the windshield as well as the side of the car. Along with that too, take a look at this. The tires are completely coated in ice right now. Now, this is not affecting everyone. Those lower elevations, they could be seeing a mixture of more rain, and along with that too, some of the more treated roads are covered. So right now, looking at more rain compared to sleet, and so icy conditions, especially on those lower elevations, are better. Now, for the most part, at least for right now, exercise extreme caution, especially if you are driving in those higher elevations, especially areas in Herkimer County as well. The rain is not done with just yet. It could be switching between rain, sleet as well as freezing rain, as you can see right here. We've measured almost at least a quarter inch of rain out here in the vehicle. And another thing about this too, this is really hard to scrape off the windshield. So if you are planning to be traveling, especially for the next couple of hours, just play extra caution and I would avoid travel, especially in those higher elevations. Now, we'll have an update tonight at 6 on what to expect for conditions, but as of right now, still icy all across a lot of surfaces. And once again, I'll send it back over to you guys in the studio.
All right, Eric, come inside and dry off.
All right, thanks, Eric. Well, a major shuffle.
Good evening, Central New York. We continue to track some icy spots, especially north and east of Utica this evening. Let's take a live look outside as our alert day continues through this evening. It's a live look at our CAVV tower cam on Smith Hill. Ice continues to be a concern, although temperatures are very close to freezing at the TV station. It's been a very, very slow warm-up taking place across central New York. So again, still icy spots. Primary concern right now, areas north and east of Utica, where temperatures are holding on below freezing in areas like Boonville, Old Forge, Trenton, even into parts of the Mohawk Valley. Again, east of Utica, German Flats, Little Falls, Salisbury, Dolgeville, the rain is still freezing on surfaces. So very icy conditions continue across these areas. But once you head into Utica and areas south, it is a different story. Temperatures are around 33 degrees, which is allowing for the rain to stay rain, and the accumulation of ice has stopped across a good portion of areas south of the Mohawk Valley. The exceptions would be heading east out towards Cherry Valley, where temperatures are still below freezing. We have more precipitation for the next about 2 to 3 hours, but there are some breaks west of Syracuse, so we will get a break in the weather heading into tonight. We do have some more snow on the way for tomorrow. In fact, we think there's going to be just a quick burst of snow around for Friday morning's commute, so a heads up on that. It'll remain icy in spots tonight. Quick burst of light snow for the morning commute, and then just some light snow showers heading into tomorrow afternoon. Radar and satellite image. Low pressure swinging through the region. Again, we'll get a break in the weather tonight, and then this is going to be the thing to watch for Friday morning. A quick moving area of low pressure moving through central New York. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Here comes that second burst of snow late tonight and into early tomorrow. We're going to stop things at 7 a.m. Temperatures will be near or just above freezing, so the snow will have a hard time accumulating. Still feels very strange to say that in the middle of winter here. But again, with temperatures right around freezing, that'll be the case. Snow showers continue tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, and then things will start to dry out as we head into Friday night. Cloudy skies, a cloudy start to the weekend, 8 a.m. Saturday, overcast skies. We should see a break or two of sunshine later in the day. Temperatures climb into the low 30s. A quick inch or two of snowfall is expected tomorrow. Again, most of this falls in the morning, again, over a pretty short period of time. I think the higher elevations could see 2 to 3 inches, the lower elevations closer to 1 inch of snow. We have not had an inch of snow or more accumulate in the Mohawk Valley 27 days. That was the last time, it was December 23rd. Icy spots tonight, a low of 32. Again, so watch out on untreated surfaces. Some snow first thing tomorrow morning, temperatures in the mid-30s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, mostly cloudy on Saturday, 33. We are continuing to watch a coastal storm as we head into Sunday and Monday. Right now, the bulk of that looks to pass to the south and east, but we do expect to see some accumulation. We'll have more on that coming up in a few minutes here, and then another wintry mix is possible on Wednesday. So again, do watch out on untreated surfaces. Even though temperatures are climbing above freezing, it still takes some time for that ice to melt.
Right, good advice. All right, Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
As we turn up our heat a little bit more, we do have
A bit wintry mix still continues outside. We're going to get you back to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis right now for the latest. Bill.
Yeah, we're continuing to track widespread ice across portions of central New York. It's mainly north and east of Utica that we are most concerned about icy conditions lingering. It is a different story areas south and west. Temperatures have climbed above freezing in areas like Sangerfield, Hamilton, Brookfield, Edmonston, Sherburne, Cooperstown, Milford, Morris, and Oneonta. But as you head into the Mohawk Valley, we're talking about a 1 degree drop in temperature from 33 to 32. And that makes all the difference in the world on a day like today, where that rain is freezing on surfaces. German Flats, Herkimer, Little Falls, Salisbury, Newport, temperatures below freezing into Ohio, Morehouse, into the Adirondacks. Some of this has fallen in some snow, and a lot of this is sleet out towards Lake Pleasant. The back edge of precipitation is moving in from the west, so we will see things quiet down here as we head into tonight. But even as temperatures slowly rise, it does take some time for that ice to melt. So once we do climb above freezing, it's not that things instantly improve. We will see a slow ice melt here as we head into tonight. Another round of snow is expected as we head into tomorrow morning. We're tracking that, and we're going to take a look at that weekend forecast too, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. We're going to tell you what the mayor of Ilion is saying about his communication with. Let's get you back to the Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking the alert day.
Yeah, it's pretty messy out there. North and east of Utica, ice continues to accumulate as temperatures are below freezing. Another look at the radar here. This kind of tells the tale. South and west of Utica, it's rain. The roads are generally wet, but ice continues to accumulate in the Mohawk Valley and North Country. Take a look at the temperatures here. This is important. If your temperature is below 32 degrees, that means the rain is turning to ice on untreated surfaces. You can see there are several weather stations, Whitesboro 31, Inlet 32, Big Moose 30, that are below freezing this evening. You go across southern valleys, most of these stations are above freezing. Occasionally you'll get a lower spot like Skenevis at 32 degrees, but most of these areas are above freezing here for this evening. Again, we're going to continue to track some icy spots. I wanted to touch upon Sunday night and into Monday briefly here. We were tracking low pressure, a nor'easter. The latest trend keeps the heavier snow south and east of Utica, so it's still early to come up with numbers here, but just want to give you an idea of what we're following. Again, that track, if it continues to go south and east, would miss the brunt of central New York, and we'll continue to keep you posted. Icy spots this evening, temperatures in the low 30s. We're tracking a burst of snow for tomorrow morning. We'll look at that forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Photography has evolved over 3 decades, and the Photoshop in Rome has rolled with the changes in the industry.
But this year, the owners say the timing is right to retire. News Channel 2's Katrina Smith has their story.
After more than 3 decades in business, 4 local.
Good evening, Central New York. Our alert day continues as rain is continuing to freeze on surfaces, especially north and east of Utica. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel Tower Cam overlooking Oneonta, where temperatures here have climbed above freezing, and it's a cold rain in areas south of Utica, but temperatures remain below freezing in parts of our area, and that's why our radar has all these different colors with it. Let's take a look at the North Country. Temperatures around 32 degrees, meaning there's still some ice accumulating on untreated surfaces in Old Forge, Boonville, Trenton. Across the Mohawk Valley, this also continues to be the case, especially east of Utica, Schuyler, Little Falls, Herkimer, Salisbury, Dolgeville. Watch out for icy spots. Again, that rain continues to freeze on untreated surfaces. Where things have improved, across southern valleys, temperatures are just above freezing. The rain continues to fall. There will be some residual icy spots. Even when temperatures climb above freezing, it takes some time for that ice to melt. And it's going to be a gradual process. First, we're going to see this precipitation come to an end, and then we'll get a chance to dry out heading into tonight. Temperatures will very slowly climb above freezing. Things will improve. There's going to be another burst of snow for Friday morning. Definitely want to point that out as you're heading out to work or school. It's not going to produce a lot of accumulation, but it comes down at a pretty fast clip for a short period of time, right around the morning commute. And then just a few snow showers to contend with in the afternoon and evening. That burst of snow comes in from the west. You can see this swirl, this area of low pressure. That'll be moving to the north and east, and that'll be our next round of precipitation. There's going to be a nice break between now and then. Again, we do get a chance to dry out heading into tonight. If you're going to be traveling overnight, things are looking okay. Again, the ice will slowly melt as temperatures climb above freezing. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, burst of snow. Temperatures will be right around freezing, so even though it won't accumulate very quickly, it could still produce some slush on area roadways. And as we head into the afternoon, the snow does wind down. Just some light snow showers here for Friday afternoon and Friday evening. Cloudy skies Friday night. Temperatures will fall below freezing. And Saturday looks like a pretty nice day. Mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the low 30s. A typically cold January day. Quick 1 to 2 inches of snow is expected across most areas tomorrow morning into the early afternoon. And again, a lot of this happens in a very short period of time. So again, traveling tomorrow morning, just be on the lookout for that. Icy spots continue this evening. Temperatures will hover right around freezing. Tomorrow, we're looking at some snow in the morning and then snow showers in the afternoon. The evening drive should be fine. Temperatures climb into the mid-30s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're continuing to keep an eye on Sunday night and Monday as a coastal low swings to our southeast. Could see some accumulating snow here. We're going to continue to follow that. Tuesday, cloudy skies, 34. Wednesday and into Thursday, another area low pressure trending towards a wintry mix. Again, we'll continue to keep you posted as the weather continues to stay active over the next 7 days. We'll be right back.
I'm Jason Powless.
I'm Kristen Copeland. A wintry mix of rain, snow, ice. That's what we saw all day, and now heading into the night.
So let's get you right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He's in the Weather Center tracking the very latest.
Things have slowly improved in parts of central New York as freezing rain has turned to rain, but a lot of places are still seeing very icy conditions, especially north and east of Utica. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You can see the pink color where cold air is just holding on really tough across areas like Trenton, Stratford, German Flats, Dolgeville, Salisbury, Herkimer, Little Falls. Again, very icy conditions on untreated surfaces. Conditions have improved across the southern valleys as temperatures have just barely climbed above freezing. Untreated surfaces still slippery here. It's going to take a little while for that ice to melt. So if you're heading out, just be careful. Most of the roadways have been treated by now, but again, it's secondary roads, driveways, sidewalks, parking lots that could still be very slippery. Griffiths in Rome is officially 33 degrees, climbing above freezing just a few hours ago. Again, some icy spots linger tonight. A slow melt is expected. Burst of snow is expected tomorrow morning, and then we're also going to be tracking more possible snow heading into Sunday night. Icy conditions this evening, temperatures in the low 30s. We are tracking active weather as we head throughout the next 7 days. And look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A sheet of ice sent an SUV off the road and into a ditch on Route 5S. This is about a mile before the Frankfort exit in the eastbound lane. Driver lost control, went off the road, and the SUV landed upside down. There is good news, though. We're told that no one was seriously injured.
I'm so incredibly blessed to work with Keith Hunt. He's out there scraping off my car, and now he has a live shot. Here on Smith Hill, the ice is thickening.
And it's getting a first-hand look at all of it right now is meteorologist Eric Gage. He's outside with Keith in the elements. We don't have Eric.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. I'm currently outside right now, and it's still really cold. Not temperature-wise, but the wind. I don't know if you can see the rain coming down right now. Now, here's a wind gust right here, too, as well. An update compared to 5 o'clock. Well, the rain is still coming down. There is additional ice accumulation, especially up here on Smith Hill. Take a look at this. These little droplets right here, these icicles, they have gotten larger. Along with that, too, additional rain and has frozen on the windshields. Now, this is not completely widespread, although you've heard those areas in those lower elevations, treated roads, main roads, you should be fine. But if you head into any higher elevations, untreated surfaces, sidewalks, untreated driveways, very, very slick. In fact, I almost just slipped in the parking lot here. There's a thin layer of ice and rain has fallen over top of that, and that has caused additional slippery conditions. Now, for right now, still tires covered in ice. You can see right here, let me zoom in a little bit. It's glossy. There is complete layer of ice over the entire tire as well, and pretty much the entire car is encased in ice. Now, as you heard, the rain will be coming to an end as we head into tonight. However, we're going to be keeping an eye on these icy surfaces. Just wait a little bit, especially once again if you're in higher elevations or areas that are currently seeing additional freezing rain, especially in Herkimer County. As we take a look at the next several hours still, the freezing rain will still come to an end, but surfaces will still remain icy. Now, sending it back to you guys, warm in the studio, I'm Eric Gage.
All right, Eric, thank you so much. And many industries are having a hard time hiring new people, but the stakes...
Good evening, Central New York. Our alert day continues as ice is still accumulating in parts of Central New York, north and east of Utica, where temperatures have remained below freezing throughout the day and are still below freezing. Let's take a live look outside. This is our vantage point on Smith Hill, our Cabby Tower Cam. Rain continues to fall in the lower elevations, but again, that rain freezing on surfaces below 32 degrees. This is a live look at the Airfield Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. In general, areas north and east of Utica are still seeing freezing rain accumulating. Boonville, Old Forge into the Adirondacks, Lowville. Be careful, even though main roads by now are pretty well treated, it's side roads, driveways, sidewalks, untreated surfaces that are going to be very slippery this evening. Also across the Mohawk Valley, the conditions are very different from Utica East versus Utica West. Down the Mohawk Valley, we're still below freezing. German Flats, Little Falls, Salisbury, Herkimer, very icy conditions continue, but it is a little bit less icy across the western part of Oneida County. The southern valleys, temperatures have climbed above freezing for the most part. There's still some residual ice here, but conditions are a lot less icy in areas like Edmonston, Cooperstown, Milford, and Oneonta with temperatures in the mid-30s. This area of precipitation is working to the north and east, so we will get a chance to dry out. It's going to take about another 1 to 2 hours before precipitation comes to an end, but that should help. And as temperatures slowly climb above freezing, some of this ice will very slowly melt. Travel gets impacted by the weather again tomorrow, this time from a burst of snow in the morning. Be on the lookout for that. Snow showers in the afternoon and evening, not expected to cause a big problem later in the day. But again, that first round of snow in the morning could be just enough to make things slippery. We'll get a break of the precipitation tonight, and then we're going to follow this area of low pressure. The leading edge of this will be moving into central New York tomorrow morning. The weather quiets down tonight. Temperatures will climb slowly above freezing, so ice will begin to melt, and again, things generally improve overnight. By tomorrow morning, that second round of precipitation moves in, this time a burst of snow. Temperatures will be above freezing in most areas, so the snow is going to have a hard time accumulating, but it could reduce visibility, and it could make things slushy on some of the side roads. As you head into tomorrow afternoon, some light snow showers, and roads will be okay to drive on later in the day. Temperatures will be above freezing. The weather looks generally dry tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop into the upper 20s. And we get a break in the weather for Saturday. It looks nice Saturday afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies and seasonably cold with highs in the low 30s. An inch or two of snowfall is expected tomorrow. Most of this happens in the morning time. The higher elevations could get closer to 3 inches. The lower elevations closer to 1 inch. Tonight's icy conditions, but slow improvements in the weather. Low of 32 rather. Tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-30s, bursts of snow in the morning, snow showers in the afternoon, 35. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Nice on Saturday, 33. We're closely watching low pressure moving up the coast for Sunday night and into Monday. The latest information on that has this heading south and east. We should see some accumulations with that, though. We'll continue to keep you posted. Dry on Tuesday, and then a wintry mix possible Wednesday into Thursday. We'll be right back.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Have you been able to breathe a little bit? You've had a lot going on in the Weather Center tonight.
Yeah, I've been busy. Very icy conditions today. Another wintry mix across central New York. Let's look at the radar. I wanted to show you what's going on to the west. This is our next weather maker.
Oh.
It's producing thunder and lightning in Pennsylvania.
This is January. What's going on?
This very active weather pattern.
Yeah.
This one is going to be arriving tomorrow, and we are going to be tracking a return to some snow, believe it or not, just in time for the morning commute. Current temperature is 33 degrees. The ice that has accumulated is going to slowly melt as we head into tonight, so there's some good news there. Conditions will improve. Still watch out on icy, on untreated surfaces. They could still be icy tonight as fog develops. Overnight lows remain near or just above freezing, but it is going to be generally dry. That next round of snow arrives for tomorrow morning's commute. We're taking a look at that and the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. News from the State Public Service Commission.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It's been a very icy afternoon across a good portion of central New York. We are taking a live look outside into our parking lot where fog has settled in, and we are going to see fog in the higher elevations tonight. It's a live look at our CAV tower cam. Precipitation in general moving to the east, left behind some drizzle. There will still be icy spots overnight, even though temperatures are above freezing for most areas. it takes some time for that ice to melt. And it's not all that warm. We're only just a few degrees above freezing, so a very slow melt is expected. But again, in general, the weather is expected to dry out. Traveling tonight, again, watch out for some icy surfaces. Tomorrow morning, a round of light snow is expected to move into the region. That is going to create a few slippery spots in central New York. We're tracking some snow showers in the afternoon and evening, but again, the highest impact looks to be in the morning time with this round of snow. Again, chance of snow will be highest in the morning, and then it will gradually decrease throughout the afternoon. We'll get a chance to dry out heading into tomorrow night as well as Saturday. The bigger picture shows our next round of snow from this area of low pressure to the south and west. Again, this is going to be moving to the north and east, arriving here as we head into tomorrow morning. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. We're dry. That round of snow arriving before daybreak, 7 a.m. Plan on seeing some snow and plan on brushing some snow off your car windshield and give yourself a few extra minutes to get to work or school. It's not going to be all that heavy, but it could be just enough to make things slippery. Tomorrow afternoon, scattered snow showers will continue. Temperatures will be near or just above freezing, so the snow is going to be quite slushy. Heading into tomorrow night, the weather dries out, and Saturday looks like a nice day, looking at mostly cloudy skies with high temperatures in the low 30s. We're watching next week, too. I should say the end of the weekend into the weekend, Sunday night and into Monday. Low pressure will be developing and moving off the coast. This could bring us some snow heading into Sunday night. The trend right now, though, is for some of the heavier snow to pass to our south and east. We'll keep you posted. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected tomorrow as that low pressure center rolls through. Higher elevations could see some of those higher totals. Icy tonight down to 32. Tomorrow, bursts of snow in the morning, snow showers in the afternoon, a high of 35. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, the next round of snow here for Sunday night and into Monday. We'll keep you posted on how that's trending. Tuesday's looking dry. Wintry mix changing to snow on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be right back.
We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, and I was kidding you at 10 o'clock. You're going to get a breather. Yeah. It's been nonstop the last, 48 hours or so.
Yeah.
This is our breather right here for now because things are changing.
Yeah, it was really icy earlier today, and you still want to be careful. Even though the ice accumulation has stopped, it's still out there. It's going to take a while for this to melt, especially since it's not all that warm. We are going to be tracking our next weather maker working in from the west, and that will impact our weather as we head into tomorrow. It looks like that's going to bring a burst of snow to the area for the morning commute. Not a lot of accumulation, but enough where it can make things slippery on your drive into work or school. Current temperature is 34 degrees. Again, we are above freezing, but still be on the lookout for icy spots tonight, especially on untreated surfaces. Most of the main roads are fine. By now, we're tracking some fog overnight. Temperatures drop into the low 30s. Next round of snow is here tomorrow morning. We're tracking that, and also keeping an eye on a nor'easter that could impact our weather here as we head into the end of the weekend. A look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. News from the State Public Service.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside in our parking lot. This is our Cat Tower cam. We have some fog here on Smith Hill. Just be careful of that if you're traveling to or from a higher elevation tonight or tomorrow morning. That fog will be around early. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are going to get a chance to dry out, but be mindful of icy spots that will linger tonight. Just because temperatures are just above freezing doesn't mean the ice is going to instantly go away. It's going to take a little bit of time for that ice to melt. So icy spots overnight. Tomorrow morning, a round of snow is expected. This could make things slightly slippery for the morning drive, but just because it comes down in a short period of time. We're not expecting a lot of snowfall. Some snow showers expected tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Again, the the chance for snow is going to be highest in the morning, and then it will go down as we head throughout the afternoon and evening. We'll get a chance to dry out on Saturday. Low pressure swings in from the west. It's this area that we're watching. The leading edge of this, really, as it moves into central New York here for tomorrow. We'll time it out. Tonight, we're dry up until about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll see this burst of snow roll through the area. Temperatures will be near or just above freezing, so the snow will have a hard time sticking at first. That could make things a little slushy here later in the morning to early afternoon. Scattered snow showers tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening will dry out heading into Friday night and Saturday. Temperatures fall into the 20s Friday night. Saturday, it's looking mostly cloudy and a generally pleasant January day with high temperatures in the low 30s. Snowfall tomorrow, a general 1 to 3 inches of accumulation is expected across the entire area, though the hilltops will be seeing a higher likelihood to get 2 or 3 inches compared to the lower elevations. We're keeping an eye on Sunday night. Low pressure developing along the coast and nor'easter. The latest trends are favoring areas south and east for the steadiest, heaviest accumulation. So at this point, looks like the brunt of this will be out of our area, but things could still change. We'll continue to keep an eye on this. We'll let you know how things are trending here. Hopefully having a snowfall map for you either tomorrow night or early Saturday. Icy tonight, down to 32 tomorrow. Snow in the morning, snow showers in the afternoon, a high of 35. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. And kind of a glancing shot of snow here Sunday night and into Monday. We will keep an eye on that. Dry Tuesday. Another wintry mix is possible Wednesday, followed by snow on Thursday. Pretty active stretch of weather continues here.
Well, we had a quiet spot for quite a while. Things are still gray, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, we will.
All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, the president is in California